We're going to look at two sets of homophones. The first set is its and its. Remember that homophones are words that sound alike, but they are spelled differently and they mean different things. So not every homophone set has a proof, but this one does. We're going to look at it. Its, I-T apostrophe S. You spell it. That means it is. I think it's a beautiful painting. The proof is it is. So in your writing, when you use the word it's, underline it and then put your proof above it and see, does it make sense? I think it is a beautiful painting. If the words it is make sense in it, then you know you have the correct spelling. I-T apostrophe S. Look at this one, I-T-S. It's the same spelling without the apostrophe. So now you spell it. Okay? The proof is his. This it means somebody or something owns something else. The dog wagged its tail when he was happy. Well, who's the it in there that we're talking about? The dog. And what belongs to the dog? Its tail. So the proof is his. It doesn't matter if we're actually talking about a boy or not. You're just trying to see, would the word his make sense? If the word his makes sense and we can say what he owns in there, then ITS makes sense. That's the correct homophone. So try it with this proof. The dog wagged his tail when he was happy. Well, that makes sense. Try it is in there. The dog wagged it is tail when he was happy. It doesn't make sense, so we know ITS is the correct one. Okay? While you are writing, make sure you underline and use your proofs and prove that you have the right sentence, or excuse me, the right homophone. All right, let's look at the next set. The next set is dear and dear. Now this doesn't have a proof, so you just have to memorize it. You have to know. Deer, D-E-E-R, you spell it. That's an animal. Okay, where can I find a deer with large antlers? D-E-E-R is an animal. And an interesting thing about deer is I can see one deer or I can say a million deer. I never put the S on it. We call that an irregular plural. That means it doesn't change. We don't use an S at all. All right, so the animal is D-E-E-R. D-E-A-R, that is usually you're going to use it mostly in a letter. Dear whomever you're writing to. Dear George. Dear teacher. Dear friend. But it means good, okay, or special. She is a dear friend of mine. She's a good friend of mine, a special friend of mine. They're used the same, whether you write it in a letter or you just say something is dear to you. Maybe I have a special stuffed animal that's dear to me. It's special to me. That's spelled D-E-A-R. While you're reading, I want you to notice those when you see them. While you're writing, go back and ask yourself, what am I talking about? Am I talking about an animal? If I am, then I need to spell it D-E-E-R. If I'm talking about someone or something that's special, I need to spell it D-E-A-R.